So it looks like Brian Sullivan trying to get the hole shot. Mod looking on the inside, going through the middle already. Not going to let Brian check out like he did in the buggy class. They're door to door, bumper to bumper now, going down the back straight here. Everybody clean start, all of them through the double, no problem. Brian Sullivan now through the whip section. Mod, Josh Mitchell, Chris, Ed Turney, Ray Reeves, and Gary all together. Jason Shearer coming in. Oh, Ray flips it over. Marshall running out to get him. Brian Sullivan and Mod setting up to have a good battle here. About 4 truck length difference between them as they go around lap 2 down the back straightaway. Josh Mitchell right there with him. Chris and Ed Turney. Matt trying to get through the whoops right behind Brian. Josh trying to put a little pressure on Matt. Ed and Chris tangling a little bit. Down the front straightaway they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-way battle in the middle of the track. Josh is hanging right there trying to put pressure on Matt. Matt trying to put the pressure on Brian. They go double. And then Matt big off the tabletop. Up around Cowbell Corner. All 3 of them now in the whoops. Matt real tight, Brian tighter. As they come down the front straightaway, putting the horsepower down. Matt trying to go around the outside through Daytona. Brian stays low. They're coming over the speed bump chicane. Oh, Matt catches the... Oh, no, he's up on the thing. Tour Marshal grab him. Matt gets himself off the cone. Allows Josh Mitchell to get by. Now Josh is going to go over and try to catch Brian. Matt's going to catch Josh. Brian makes a little bobble. Josh is right there to capitalize. He's right on his bumper through the whoops. Pushing him down the straightaway now. Matt looking to the inside. Brian holding the inside as they go into Daytona. One shot. Oh, door to door through the turn. Josh Mitchell takes the lead down the middle. Brian Sullivan now right on Josh's bumper. Matt trying to come up and play in this game. Josh Mitchell now stretching out just a truck length as they go over the double table. Brian goes big. He catches them in the air, but then hits the brakes, and they both turn themselves around over Cowbell Corner. Meanwhile, Matt Olson watching the whole thing, getting ready to get in and play with them. So Brian Sullivan now in the lead. Josh Mitchell, followed by Matt Olson down the front straightaway they go. 3 of the best guys right here in the world. Running 1, 2, 3, bumper to bumper to bumper. Josh decided to take a little bit different lane around the chicane while Brian goes over it. Matt right there. Equal distance between first, second, and third. About a half a second. Matt sliding into Josh, gives him back the spot. Brian across, Josh across, Matt across. They got 40 minutes to do this. Only 3:30 down. A lot of racing left to go. A lot of racing left. Brian starting to stretch it out just a little bit over Josh. Josh starting to stretch it just a little bit over Matt as they come around the right-hand side of the track into the whoops. Brian through the whoops, double-double. Everybody double-double. All 3 guys running down the straightaway. Josh 1.6 behind Brian. Matt 0.7. Oh, Josh rolls it over. Bad spot to roll it. Worst spot, I think, on the track. So now he's got to put some work in to catch Matt. Matt back up into 2, trying to catch Brian. Brian has a little bobble over Cowbell Corner, but gets back on and going. Meanwhile, Ed Turney and Chris back there in 4 and 5. Jason in 6. Ray in 7th. Here comes Ed down the front straightaway. Matt looks like he's starting to close the gap on Brian down the back. Ray and Jason down the front straightaway. That's a battle. Looks like they're pulling Gary off the track on the wrecker. Matt Olson right on the rear end of Brian Sullivan. Down the front straightaway they go. Down through turn 1 into Daytona. Daytona's getting a little blown out after all the racing it's had. Here they come through the infield. Brian goes high. Matt down low. Matt's looking. Sees an opportunity. Takes it. Goes to the inside. Now they're door to door down the back straightaway. Brian goes big. Lands on Matt. Oh, no. I think he might have broke him. That was not intentional. He just saw the opportunity to go big. Grab that fender when Matt comes by. They're still racing side by side. Pull the fender. Pull the fender. Go. I think he's still good. I think it was just body in his wheel hanging him up. That allows Josh Mitchell to catch Matt here a little bit. This track, the way it's designed, it's so fast that these pros got to be perfect because they make one mistake. It's hard to get it back. Sullivan down the front straightaway. Olsen coming through the whoop. He catches the turn. He's down the front straightaway. Josh Mitchell right behind him. Got 6 minutes down, 33 to go, drivers. Sullivan panic revs over the little single. Stays down. Ray Reeves, that's your leader right behind you, buddy. Your leader looking to get around Ray. Ray has a bobble coming out of cowbell corner. Brian gets caught up just a little bit, but he gets by him. Matt Olson now right on the back of Ray. Ray moves over, let Matt by. So Olson 1.4 seconds behind Sullivan as they come out of Daytona. Olson's feeling it. He's getting it. Sullivan right there. He's trying to stay ahead of him. See what they got when they come back across the line. Last lap was 1.4. This lap, 1.1. So Matt made up a little bit of time on Sullivan. Oh, catches the inside pipe, stays on it, gets back over it. Going to lose just a little bit of time, but he's luckily didn't roll it over. And your leader is starting to catch Jason on the back here. Jason's going to go wide, let him by. Right behind Jason's Matt Olson, second place. Go wide, Jason, let Matt by. Thank you. Matt was 1.5 seconds back to that last lap, but looks closer now on the track. He's pushing hard to catch Sullivan. He's within a second, probably a half. They pulled away from Mitchell. 0.9 seconds is the difference. So here they come down through the middle, 1 and 2. Your leader, bright yellow nose, black body, yellow wheels. Matt Olson, white wheels, white and green body. Down the back straightaway they go, both about the same jump over the table. On the outside he is. Matt looks around the outside of cowbell corner. Now to the inside through the whoop. They're bumper to bumper. Matt catches a whoop wrong. Lands on a little bit of the tailgate of Sullivan. Down the front straightaway they go. Meanwhile, Chris is back right in front of him trying to stay ahead. Matt dives to the inside through the infield, puts the horsepower down, bicycles around the anthill. Sullivan didn't want to take him out. He was real vulnerable. Oh, the Sullivan bicycles it. He gets caught on the pipe. He keeps going. He had the opportunity. He did not want to drive dirty. That's going to give Matt the lead as he comes by the line. Chris, the Panda back in fifth. Ed Turney still in fourth. Josh Mitchell third. So your leader, Matt Olson, coming through the middle, right behind Chris. Chris lets him go. Here comes Sullivan now putting the power down and try to catch Matt. Last lap was 3 seconds. One little bubble, man. It's hard to make the time up. Matt's got to be perfect. No mistakes. Brian's going to be right there. Still got pit stops left, too. 30 minutes down. Or 10 minutes down. 10 minutes down. 30 minutes to go. Chris, you got Sullivan right behind you. Thank you. So third place, Josh Mitchell now in the back straightaway. Your leaders coming through the whoop. Sullivan making up a little bit of time that lap. Was 3.9, he's now 3.8. Ed Turney getting out of the way, letting the leader by. Brian Sullivan now currently 4.4 seconds. Lost a lot of time there. Matt found a good line, or Brian had a little bobble. Going to come down to who can do the better pit stop. 3 seconds is not enough. 28 minutes left, drivers. 28 minutes left. Your leader, Matt Olson, through the whoop. Followed by Ed Turney, who's in fourth. And then Brian Sullivan in the second spot. Let Brian by. To the back. Brian's only Josh Smith. Yeah.